Day's finally here.
Exactly, Norma.
Are you ready, Cassandra?
What are we cooking today?
Today we're making 2 Asian dishes. One of them is inspired by my home cooking, which is like a Cantonese tomato beef, but I change it into like a noodle soup recipe. We also have Thai stir-fried rice noodle, which is pad kimao.
Okay.
You're gonna help me chop these guys up.
Gotta watch my fingers.
This whole thing's gonna come together in like 15-20 minutes time. Perfect, you're pros. There you go.
I'm good at eating.
Now we're gonna make the soup base.
Are we doing rare or medium rare?
We're gonna do medium rare. Perfect, that looks wonderful.
Yum.
And we're done. Perfect.
Nice job,
Yeah.
Norma. So we've just made all these wonderful dishes. I think we should have a drink to
Perfect.
complement the food.
I think we're gonna make a Bloody Mary today. So we're gonna give it a little twist. We're
Okay.
gonna add some bone broth into our recipe. Have you had bone broth in
Yes.
a cocktail before?
No.
All right, let's try it. We're gonna add some tomato juice. We put it all in.
But we have to leave room for vodka, right?
We do.
Good.
Perfect. We're gonna add some horseradish in there.
Horseradish. All right, let's go. What is this?
Guess.
It's a fish sauce.
It's fish sauce.
Oh,
okay, so we're gonna
okay.
make it a little bit Asian twist.
Like how much?
And that's good. And tons of pepper. Okay.
It's good.
We're gonna add some celery salt.
Okay. Oh,
There you go. Give it a good stir.
Okay. Guess who just showed up?
Oh,
hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Norma, you prepared this delicious meal and I can't wait to try it. Before you started your own food company, you actually spent the first few years of your career in finance. You worked your way up to become the head of research for HSBC Private Bank. So tell me, what led you to leave finance and start your own food company?
I always share with people that I have 2 true passions in life when I was growing up. One is stock market, and the second one is cooking. When I was growing up in the US, I've always had this passion with cooking. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother and my parents at home. And so cooking has always been a very important part of my life. But when I moved back to Hong Kong, I realized a lot of my friends, they didn't like to cook. They thought cooking was too old school, was too troublesome. And I really wanted to change that. I started doing this side project when I was doing banking to create this platform to encourage other people to cook at home. And so that was the beginning of DayDayCook.
When you were 11 years old, you and your family immigrated to the US. Tell me what that experience is like and what influence did it have on your career path?
I remember just kind of packing up, and then the next day we started living in a completely different city. It really sculpted the way I look at things, how I want to create my own path and go for what I want in life. I used to work at restaurants since I was 15, 16 years old. I told my mom I don't want any more allowance. And then she's like, what are you gonna do? Well, I told her I'm just gonna go work at a Mexican restaurant in the neighborhood. And that's how it all started.
Talk to me about the importance of passion when it comes to starting a business.
I remember some investors asked me, are you a passion founder or are you a result-driven founder? I'm like, you have to choose. And I always classify myself as the passion founder because that's what drove me to start the company, to have this idea.
And you're also giving back in other ways. You're the founder of the Good Food Movement, which is a charitable organization dedicated to food sustainability. Why did you start this company?
There's so many things that we need to care for in terms of food manufacturing. May it be clean ingredients, to sustainable packaging, to how we create the food that we eat every day. And so that's when I decided to create this platform. So every year I can get to know a lot of different innovation and meet new founders to kind of educate myself so I can know how I can create different products and better products for the company and for the consumer going forward. So that's the whole idea for Good Food Movement.
So where do we find the recipes? On your website, right?
On the website, and then the products, you can find these noodle kits in Whole Foods and Kroger and Target.
Norma, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for coming and cooking for us today.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. Cheers.